What's up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gaming, bringing you guys another interesting video. This one, well, it kind of looks like some of the people in Chicago have finally woken up and honestly showed their real colors. Because the thing is, the people of Chicago and anyone in sanctuary cities, they all assumed that, oh, voting for these Democrats and everything else and all their policies, these policies are to better affect us in a positive way and negatively affect anyone who's not our color, such as, oh, hey, white people, right? So here in Chicago, which is a sanctuary city, the people are extremely upset. Now there's going to be several different reactions. I watched the Hodge twins, which was hilarious, and then I saw the Black Conservative Perspective, which is his video right here. And I love him. This dude, he doesn't hold the punches back. He tells it how it is. Doesn't matter whether it's Republican, Democrat, white, black, Mexican, does not matter. He is straight out honest. That's why I love watching the dude's videos. Keep it up, man. Love it. But well, here we go. But before we get into this, fully into the video, check out all my stuff, my Tactical Gaming 90 YouTube channel, my Tactical Gaming 90 Rumble, and Ninja Nick 0069 Twitch.tv for all my video game stuff. And for any channel donations, PayPal, Ninja Nick 0069 at gmail.com. So let's get into this.
Okay, well, this is interesting. Well, why not?
Because it's private.
Because it's
No,
private.
it's the hotel.
It's closed.
It's
It's
closed.
closed? No, I just saw some people go inside.
It's closed.
Well, why can't I come in?
It's closed for you.
Why is it
It's closed for
me?
you. A whole bunch of Hispanic people telling another person that he can't go into a place that it owned by the city.
Who are the residents? I thought this was a hotel.
Private area,
Now,
huh?
what? Now, I don't understand the designation. Could you please explain it to me?
So, for anyone who doesn't know this, you don't have to wait for a vote to happen to remove sitting officials. Whether that's anyone in your state senate, right, in your local senate, anyone sitting as a mayor, a governor, or any of that, you can demand them step down.
Hey, well,
You can demand it.
where are you from?
That's the right of the people. If our representatives do not do as we say and they do the opposite with our money, we can demand them to step down.
We, as citizens of the United States of America, do not.
I love this part because she brings up citizens of the United States of America, but yet this is affecting us, us, and she's not referring to the whole of the United States. It's black people, which makes a lot of people like her in their neighborhoods look really bad. Because when it's affecting white people, they don't care. But if it affects black people, that's when they care. In my opinion, considering it's affecting everybody in America, all Americans, no matter your color, creed, or anything like that, we shouldn't be allowing this to happen. And we need to take care of our people first. All of our American people first. Not one single demographic group of people, because everyone in this country, unless you're literally a millionaire, is being affected by this right now. Everybody is. Everybody. So,
Not have the resources and support, but you're going to bring people who are non-citizens here in our community, in our buildings that we pay taxes for, that you took away from us. That
you
is
voted in the
completely
Democrats.
unacceptable.
You
We are
voted
in a
this in.
humanitarian crisis right now. The black people in Chicago.
The black people of Chicago. It's not just the black people in Chicago who are being affected by this, ma'am. It's not. It's everyone in Chicago. It doesn't matter your color, ma'am. It is everybody. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. First, she started out, oh, the people of the United States, and then the black people of Chicago. So the white people ain't being affected by this. Actually, there's a news source where there was a single mother, single white lady with two kids who lost out on after school program because they housed a whole bunch of illegal immigrants there. And because she's a single mom and paying for childcare and all that other kind of stuff, which is expensive, it just makes it harder on her. So either she's going to have to take less hours or move around her hours or something along those lines. So, ma'am, I'm sorry, but this is affecting everyone, not just you.
Chicago are bleeding on the streets.
Yes,
Mayor-elect Brandon
everyone
Johnson
is.
had this to say about the migrant crisis.
We have a responsibility
That dude's
to
an
ensure
idiot.
that families who are seeking love and support here in
Open
the
up your
city
home then, sir.
throughout the state of Illinois,
Open up your home.
that they are not
All
just
you
welcome,
rich
but they
people who
also
are allowing this to happen, open up your homes.
Hi guys, so I want to revisit this story
Here
out
he
of
is.
Chicago about what's happening in the South Shore neighborhood as you have residents that are revolting against the illegal immigration that is happening.
It took them long
And they're
enough.
housing
I mean, it's been happening for like last few years.
using local
They
resources.
voted in Sanctuary
And
City, I think,
people
2 years
there
ago,
are
3 years
pissed,
ago.
Okay, they're upset. Okay, they are revolting against local city leaders for allowing this to happen. Now, I talked about this story before, but I want to talk about it again because there's some more videos that are floating online of what these people are saying,
Yep.
particularly women, particularly black women,
Yep.
are saying to
Yep.
these city council members.
Single
they're
black women, I'm
leaders
pretty sure.
about illegal immigration. And at some point, you had some women actually taking the red pill and realizing that, hey, we shouldn't be out here just voting for people because they're black
Or
because
Democrat.
they're so-called pro-black, and we shouldn't just be voting for Democrats either just because they're Democrats.
Go off of
And
what they
I just gotta ask the
do,
question,
not what they
though,
say,
why
folks.
in the hell does it take such extreme circumstances for black people, particularly black women, to see the error of their ways when it comes to their voting habits? So,
Because they are very arrogant and don't like being wrong.
One of the women, basically again demanding and telling people, "Hey,
That's just not black
we need
women.
to
That's
stop voting
women
for
in
people
general.
just because they're black and just because
And
they're Democrat.
liberal.
In fact, we need to
Liberals
try to
hate
vote
being
Joe
wrong.
Biden out
You
of
try to
office.
correct a
Take
liberal. Good luck. But this is funny. Which is true. And they've needed to fix that place. Y'all want to fix Chicago? Vote in people who will literally actually be tough on crime, who will literally start throwing people in prison. But at the same time, this also comes down to the people of Chicago, the parents of Chicago. It's your kids doing all the murdering in Chicago. Until y'all start holding your kids responsible, until y'all start calling the cops and saying, hey, my kid murdered someone. Hey, my kid did this. Hey, my kid's in the gang. My kid and their friends who are gang members are over here. Until y'all take responsibility for what y'all's kids are doing, Chicago ain't gonna change. And the police there aren't gonna be able to really very much arrest anyone because they have illegal immigrants sleeping in their precincts. They're literally sleeping on the floor. I literally saw a video where there's illegal immigrants sleeping on the floor on cots right in front of the desk. The front desk. You can see them sleeping on the floor through the front window. The foyer area. That's how bad it is. And the Democrats are like, yes, just let them in. Let's let them in. Just let's let them in. Because the Democrats want to turn all these illegal immigrants. Now, see, you can go ahead and call me a racist white man. My mom's last name is Reyes. More than half of my family's Hispanic. My white half just predominantly took over the pigmentation of my skin. Okay? So, the thing is, my family who came here, my Reyes family, they migrated here legally. They followed the system properly. Between the ones who actually migrated here and the ones who were born here, they find this shit to be bullshit. And it's unfair that their ancestors had to fight tooth and nail to become citizens. They followed everything and they were proud to do so. The fact of the matter is that these people can get all this free shit, but then they're going to tell taxpayers, well, we're going to raise your taxes, we're going to heighten your gas bills, we're going to heighten this, heighten that, heighten this, heighten that. Well, until you stand up, make your voices heard, and demand that they stop it, get rid of these illegal immigrants, and take care of the people first, nothing's going to change. But it comes down to you parents. You parents, if you want law and crime to win, such as you want law to win and you want crime to go away, you need to punish your children. You need to set an example. I straight out told my son that if he ever breaks the law, and I mean he does it deliberately on purpose and everything else, and you know what, he knew better, oh damn straight I'm gonna let him sit in jail. I'm not gonna fucking bail his ass out. If I know for a fact that he gets into something that he shouldn't get into, damn straight am I gonna make sure that he gets a lesson learned. Plain and simple. Parents' jobs are to protect our children. That's a fact. But the thing is, if you're going to let your kids break the law, hurt other people, are you really protecting them? Or are you just kind of being lazy?
That's right.
My mother couldn't look out the window and see where my brother was shot at because CHA is not.
So, check out the Black Conservatives Perspective. Dude rocks. Great videos. Oh man, my nose. It's spring here in Alaska, so we finally have a lot of sun. She's speaking facts. But the thing is, problem is, why did it take y'all so long? Like, y'all have been calling people like me racist and all this other kind of shit just because we want the Americans to be taken care of. And they always assume we mean white Americans. No, I mean Americans. Someone born here in America. Anyone who migrates here legally to America. That is what I mean. I don't mean, just one demographic, one color, one group. No, everybody. And that's what we need to change. We need to change the mindset of people to go, oh, well, my race, my race, my race. Us, all of us, everybody. Who's an American, who considers themselves American, we need to take care of them. Period. Our people need to be taken care of. And then we can start taking care of the world once we are taken care of. It took too long for any of this to actually happen, though. Now, this is just one place. This is going to happen in New York. This is going to happen in Los Angeles. This is going to happen in Oregon and Washington. Yeah. Now, the dude in the background who's recording this video, it's funny. It's funny, so just pay attention to what he says.
Get Michelle ass out. That's right. Get Al, stick your ass out. Yeah. Yeah.
So now we need to collectively, when next time the automatic races come up, we need to vote their asses out.
Right there, what she said. Next time the election comes up, we need to vote their asses out. Actually, ma'am, what you can do is talk to your local news station, right? Tell them, hey, we want to get a petition together to have these sitting members removed and replaced. And you can have an emergency election done. That's the power of the people. These people sit in power because they think you don't have that power. They think, oh, hey, they're going to have to wait for the election, and until then, I'm going to do whatever I want. No. You are the power. You have the power. They do not. You're the one who put them there. You voted them there. You, with a unanimous voice, with a petition, can come together and actually make sure that they remove themselves. Or you can do it by force. We've already seen what y'all do in Chicago in the first place when it comes to, certain kind of demographics and stuff like that. I mean, shoot. Lori Lightfoot was saying the youths were, enjoying good weather not that long ago when they were destroying shit and assaulting people. There's like, when Biden's time comes up, we need to vote his ass out. Actually, you can ask for an article of impeachment right now. This is how much they do not know about the actual American history and what we're allowed to do. Now wait for the black guy.
Biden is no damn good, and Trump is no goddamn good.
Funny thing is, Biden no good, Trump no damn good. I don't know if you're working, sir, when Trump was president, but I think we made more money overall in the last 30 plus years when Trump was president. When Trump was president, we made more money, we had better health care, we had better coverage, period. Everything was better, period. Is the man perfect? No. Do I trust him 100%? Fuck no. Wanna know why? Because he worked for the government. He was the government. You cannot trust the government, no matter what color they are, what branch of government they come from, Democrat, Republican, or whatever. You can't trust the government. But the thing is, with what that man did for the people, I'd rather have him in office right now compared to anyone else. But when it comes down to the two candidates I'm liking right now, Ron DeSantis or Trump, I'm kind of liking those two. But, of course, just like, how the Republican Party and, Democratic Party work, the Republican Party going to sit there and have infighting and they're going to screw themselves. In all honesty, I think what should happen right now is Ron DeSantis runs his state. Right? That's what should happen. Ron DeSantis runs his state, does what he's going to do, helps and backs Trump so that Trump wins the unanimous nomination for his party. And then, maybe, which would be pretty cool, he ends up his vice president. Right? Him being the vice president, he's now in the office, he's getting the lowdown, and then when Trump, does his 4 years, boom, we vote in DeSantis into office. How great would that be? Right? That would be a good combination right there. Because DeSantis, he's ran his state pretty good. By what the media's shown and everything else, the state's ran pretty good compared to most.
Neither one of them. Yeah, she can talk to me. She can agree with me if she wants to. You can't bully her. You can't bully her.
This is definitely an older black man, you can tell. By the way his voice sounds.
Yeah, so it's
Funny thing,
videos
that
like
was
this that
semi-racist.
blow
The
my
gum
mind,
chewing, the
right?
way you picked up the
It
mic.
really do blow
But
my
that was a
mind
black lady
because
saying that to another black
I'm
lady.
trying to figure out why the hell did it take so long for people to actually understand some of the root causes of the issues that they.
Now, I gotta touch up on this. You know why, sir. You know why. Because it's now adversely affecting them. Because it's now in their neighborhoods. Because guaranteed, most of these illegals have been in white areas. Strictly white areas. And now that they're running out of space, now they're in black neighborhoods. And now that they're in black neighborhoods, the black people are like, what the fuck? That's what it is. And everyone knows that's why people of Chicago, mainly the black people of Chicago, are having an issue. Because, granted, they literally have barely any resources for themselves, which is unfair. But no one has resources for themselves. You know what I mean? But it's the majority of the black vote that are voting in the Democrats who are then also for letting free labor come in because, of course, the Democrats want to line their pockets while everyone else gets poor. Period. You don't see the mayor of Chicago allowing illegal immigrants to live in his home. You can guarantee he has a decent home, right? What about anyone else? What about the senators, the governors of that state? Why don't they let anyone sleep in their homes? They might live in gated communities and stuff, you know what I mean? Come on. But realistically, that's why they're all in uproar now. Because it's affecting them in a poor way.
And that the people that they vote for religiously in lockstep are not actually for them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out why did it take such an extreme situation for this to happen? I mean, you could argue, right? You could argue that the bigotry, and I'm using a liberal argument. I'm not using the conservative argument because I don't think there's bigotry, right?
It's not.
I think they're concerned about resources. They don't want their resources taken up. They don't want more crime.
Yeah, it's not like they're not racist about the whole like, oh, the Mexicans coming and the illegal immigrants. No, it's the fact that they know they don't have the resources to support their programs, their people, and everything else on top of all the illegals. And they're pretty sure they have a good idea of, well, who else is going to be paying for this other than the taxpayers, right? Which is what a lot of the conservatives and anyone right-leaning have been saying. for a while.
Johnson, but I'm just saying, regardless, I'm giving her the benefit of the doubt. Why did it take bigotry, right? Liberal argument here, for these people to realize that, hey, this is not good. That having illegal immigrants come into our neighborhood, into our city, to take up our resources, to be on our streets, is not a good thing. Because again, what they're saying, the rhetoric that is coming from these people, particularly these black women, Democrats told us was racist, right? I listened to that, I was like, whoa,
Yep.
there's a whole lot of bigotry here, a whole lot of xenophobia here,
Yep.
right?
If you're any other color other than black and you sat there and said this stuff, you're a racist. Or an Uncle Tom.
Living with you, right? You don't want these brown folks in your neighborhood? You're claiming they don't like black people? Impossible. Black and brown people are supposed to be two peas in a pod in the fight against the white man.
Y'all never been to California, have you?
What liberals and Democrats have sold to black folks for years, and it's worked. Specifically with black women. Who votes for Democrats more than black women? Nobody. They voted for
Fact.
Biden at a 90% clip.
Fact.
Right? Statistically speaking, 90% of those black women, that black woman that was speaking.
Facts. Yep. You can guarantee she voted for Biden.
She voted for Biden.
Yep.
So again, I'm trying to figure out, why does it take a situation like this for them to finally actually take the red pill and say, damn, voting for these people is not good for us. Right? It wasn't the outrageous crime.
Nope.
Okay, it wasn't the fact that businesses are leaving the city.
Yep.
Wasn't the conditions that these neighborhoods has been in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Wasn't that because they just came out and voted for Brandon Johnson.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that.
Who also was for, defunding the police, which is another reason why crime was even more rampant in Chicago than it normally is. Like, Chicago is a hellscape, and it's going to literally turn into RoboCop 1980s. Like, I'm not even kidding.
It was illegals, right? Illegals being housed in your neighborhood. Is what
Honestly, that's what America's going to end up as if, they don't actually take the fight to all this bullshit.
Right. They only just now started to realize that these people are not acting in your best interest.
Right?
When they let illegals come into your neighborhood. Right? When they let the hoodlums, the thugs, and the gangs run the neighborhood, shoot up and kill black folks all day. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Businesses evaporate. All that stuff. No. We don't care about that. Right? Failing schools, none of that stuff convinced them that, hey, we need to, think about voting differently. No. It was illegal, right?
Yep.
It was their hatred, quote unquote hatred, liberal argument here. It was their hatred for non-black folks, right? For illegals, for brown people.
Mm-hmm.
It was xenophobia. Again, the irony here is amazing. Because the Democrat Party, they told you exactly what you was voting for when you voted for.
Yes, they did.
They said that, hey, black and brown folks are a coalition against the white man, and that we're all the same. Again,
this is the little game that the Democrats played. They're like, oh hey, because this group is not white, right? And I'm talking about Chinese people, Afghans, anyone who's not white, especially right now, considering majority of it's all Hispanics. They're like, what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn democratic cities into sanctuary cities, which then will bolster our voting numbers, which is what they wanted. AOC sat there and said it. Kamala Harris, friggin' Maxine Waters, so many pristine, prominent Democratic female leaders all have said, oh, well, we gotta be more sensitive, we gotta let them in, these people are hurting, yada, 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 we'll give them jobs, we'll do this, we'll do that. With how the unemployment rate is right now, with how food stamps, cash aid, and everything else is backlogged, specifically in certain states like mine and everything else, it's kind of ridiculous, right? And the fact that it took this long for these people to actually come to the realization that their whole plan was to cripple the country. And they used white racist people as the premise to go for, because they knew for black people that's the primary target. They knew, hey, how are we going to get black people to vote for this? Oh, we're going to say we're going after the white man. That's literally what it is. So they used the racism that black people have as a whole towards white people, not all black people, but the majority. And majority of the families, the parents, the moms, maybe some dads are sitting there saying, you can't trust the white man. The white man's going to go after you. White man, white man, white man, white man, white man. That's what it is. Until stuff like that stops, nothing's going to get better there or in any other part of the country. We need to stop seeing each other for our color. Our colors make us who we are. White, black, brown, doesn't matter. Makes us who we are. But it should not define how we act. You know what I mean? That's what we need to start doing. We need to start treating each other with respect, dignity, pride, honor, and kindness. We need to do that. And we have to have people leading it by example.
The fact that we're not white, okay? And therefore you're supposed to support it or else you're racist. It's just crazy to me that you see these black women saying the exact same stuff that conservatives, Republicans have been saying in these border states for years, decades, and Democrats have cried racism.
Yep.
This is racism.
Mhm.
And I don't hear
They're calling Governor Greg Abbott
Kamala,
racist for
any
sending them
Democrat
to
come
Chicago
out
and
here
New York
and
when
denounce
actually the
this
illegals are
black
asking to go there.
women. That to me sounds a little racist, right? I don't hear them denouncing that Reddit. It's almost as if people on the right, conservatives, Republicans in red states in these border states were correct, right? It's almost as if we weren't speaking from a place of bigotry and hate. We were speaking from a place of fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's just reality. You
And some
wanna
people
let
don't like
people to
facts
this
because they
country
hurt.
who are unvetted, undocumented. We don't know where they're from. We don't know what their intentions are.
There's
We know nothing about
literal
these people.
terrorists
Yeah, you don't wanna just let
coming
people into
through
this
with
country
them.
like that. But again, they voted for it because white man bad, right? We got
Yep.
to fight against white supremacy. Well, congratulations.
And see, it's not just me
Your fight
saying
against
it.
White supremacy turned into illegal supremacy. Now you
Right.
have to accept illegal supremacy in your neighborhood, okay? And guess what? Democrats are going to continue to do it. They don't care because black women at a 90% clip are going to turn around and go vote for Democrats once again.
Yeah.
Because, hey, the white man is so bad. Okay? That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Because
And the worst part
they
about
look
it,
at
they
Republicans
realize
or
what's
anyone
happening.
who's
Right?
like
What's
conservative
happening
as,
is that
oh,
Democrats
you're
are
white.
placing black
They think it's
folks
a
with
white person
illegals,
thing.
with Hispanics and Latinos as, again, their main constituents when it comes to so-called minorities. Right? They don't even realize what's happening. That they're quite literally voting for irrelevancy.
Yeah.
Right? That's what they voted for. You voted for this.
Yep. Yes, you
Something
did.
else that she said that I think is fascinating is how
You get what you
she
voted
said
for.
that we
Really,
should
you do.
vote for politicians because they're black and they got name recognition, which is exactly how Brandon Johnson got voted in.
That's how
And
Barack
Jerry
Obama
Jones
got voted in.
Straight up telling you, we're concerned about crime.
I voted for Obama, and I was very, very ashamed of myself.
That told you
Right
that
afterwards, I was like,
I'm
damn, this
soft
dude
on
sucks.
crime. I want to defund the police. I love illegals. Illegals should come here and we should, sing kumbaya with them and feed them and use up all our resources to take care of them. I think kids should be dumb as hell in school, right? When I was a school teacher, I didn't get no kids no F, right? I'm like, he's telling you, he told you that he's for all the things that you're against, and y'all went out there and voted for him
Because he's
because
black.
and he had name recognition. And see, this is why I say.
Some things I didn't even watch this video.
And I'm gonna be bold in here.
This-
But, I mean, this is why
This part, I have not watched this
fuck
part.
the Democrats and their so-called democracy, right? That's literally what I think every single time these Democrats come out here and talk about more democracy. It's because the reality of what you're saying here from these voters
Yep.
tells you why democracy or for democracy, right, is not a good thing.
Mm-mm.
This is why I have the Socrates approach when it comes to. I don't think everybody should vote. I really don't. Because
I'm on that same premise.
have no idea what they're voting for. They're
I agree with
voting
that.
based-
I agree with that. I think our country should go to a point to where for you to vote, for you to be able to actually vote, you need to serve this country. You need to serve this country to be able to actually vote and make your voice heard in that one premise. Because it's kind of been proven that without having some kind of tie to this country, some kind of like understanding other than being a spoiled brat like most people are in this country, you're just gonna vote for the stupidest shit. You're not really like sit there and think, okay, this vote matters and what I do matters, so what's gonna happen when I vote for this person? You know what I mean? They don't put the forward thought into it. like how you should when it comes to voting for somebody. Like right now, between Biden, Trump, or DeSantis, okay, those three are gonna one of those three is gonna be the next presidential nominee, right? Well, we already know what Biden has done. We don't want him. Okay, we don't want Biden. So now it just comes down to Trump or DeSantis, right? DeSantis, he's a wild card. We don't know. Other than what he's done with his state, right? Now, of course, there has been a lot of like Florida man shit in, Florida. But the thing is, we know Trump. We know for without a doubt the dude was strong against our enemies. Period. Korea, Russia, China. They were afraid of us when he was our president. And that's how it should be. Well, we might want that back. The fact that the American people, the worker, was benefiting. We got more in our paychecks, better health coverage, all that jazz. That's another benefit. The fact that he was strong on our border, he was strong on everything else. I didn't like his whole gun stance thing. Didn't like that. But the thing is, you're not going to get everything you want out of your candidate, right? If we can have a candidate that's for Americans, for the benefit of our dollar, like overall everyone who works here, our dollar, that's the president I want. Whether that's going to be Trump or DeSantis at this moment in time.
Off the silliest stuff. Well, he's black. You know? Again, they just told you.
You don't see people going, it's like, we don't have a Hispanic in the White House yet. That should be a premise.
Right. They vote for Democrats because Democrats scream at the top of their lungs that, well, if you vote Republican, they're racist. And they're going to put you back in chains. Right. And
Which, actually, the Democrats were the ones putting people in chains.
People, again, want me to feel some type of way when Democrats talk about the so-called attack on democracy. Well, again, it's a damn good thing that we don't live in a full democracy, right? Because of this right here. People will quite literally vote for their own destruction and won't even know it.
Yeah.
They come out here and they will literally complain and whine about the things that they vote for.
Uh-huh.
And it takes something this extreme, right? It takes something this extreme.
If you're a liberal, you're watching this video still, thank you for watching this video. Check him out. Okay? Check out the black conservative perspective. Dude speaks facts.
They didn't even tell us. They didn't even get our say-so on it. Right? But again,
Of course, why would they want to tell you anything? They don't care. They're Democrats.
Like, I guess the old guy behind the camera, okay, whoever was the guy screaming in the background talking about Biden ain't no good, Trump ain't no good either. They both ain't no good. And I'm like, what are you talking about, son? Look at where this country was at under Trump versus Biden.
What'd I say?
Under Trump, the border was
No, that's my man.
than it is today.
Heck yeah.
We didn't have no illegal immigration crisis under Trump, not to this level.
Nope. There's always been illegal immigration. That's always a thing. But it's worse now.
We didn't have such a desperate situation that red state governors had to start sending illegals to sanctuary cities under Trump. We didn't have that happen because Trump wasn't encouraging folks to come here.
Yeah, like Biden and Kamala Harris.
Trump was doing anything in his power. He was even working against Republicans
Uh-huh.
who were trying to stop him.
Which is where the name doesn't matter. Their actions do.
So how the fuck can you sit up here and complain about illegals being in Chicago neighborhood and then turn around and say the same sentence, well, Trump ain't no good? That's because he's brainwashed.
Yep.
You're brainwashed.
Yep.
You're brainwashed that, well, Biden ain't no good, but Trump ain't no good either because Trump's racist.
Yeah, because Trump, white man.
Trump has been the best president for black folks that we've had in a long, long, long time. And these people don't even know it. They don't even realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Black people are doing better under Trump than they have been doing in a long, long, long time. But again, the brainwashing, right, the program,
Orange man dad.
the automatic
Mean tweets.
Biden's bad. We see his policies with Trump, but Trump, he's a racist. He ain't no good either. Okay, well, how do you come to that conclusion? Again, this is why I have no hope, because even when these people take the red pill, when they look at the other side of the equation, they still don't realize that, okay, maybe the people that they told us are not good for us, maybe they are good for us. Maybe conservative policies and solutions are good for black folks.
Yeah.
Maybe being strong on the border is good for black folks. Maybe
Yes.
being tough on crime is good for black folks.
Yes.
Hoodlums up.
It's good for everybody. Yes.
Putting these drug dealers in the chair.
Yes.
Okay, maybe that is good for black people. But again, they don't I don't understand the disconnect here. The disconnect is just so crazy to me. But like I said, man,
It's because for the last 30 years, the Democrats have been literally force feeding like just bullshit into their head.
Such an extreme situation for a lot of these people to start taking a red pill when it comes to this issue. Have no doubt in my mind, they're gonna come out here in 2024 and they're gonna vote Biden and they're gonna vote for some other lunatics. And
Oh yeah.
they're gonna be back in the same situation. Let me know what you guys think, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.
Yep. Check him out. He rocks. That's it for this video. It's now like 35 fucking minutes long. Not exactly as long as I wanted it to be, but hey, whatever. Yeah, check him out. Black Conservative Perspective. Awesome. Dude does great stuff. Speaks facts. And we don't have enough people out there. And I'm not even talking about like black people, because there's Hodge twins out there. There's a lot of them out there. So, you know, spread the word. Like, it doesn't matter the title, Democrat, Republican, none of that. Their actions do. What they do with the vote that they have while they're in office and how they treat the people. And I mean the people overall, not one demographic, right? So, like, share, subscribe. Check him out. Look at all my stuff. You know, if you want to do channel donations, go to PayPal, NinjaNick0069 at gmail.com. Hopefully y'all like this video. Catch me for the next one. Later.